any other show. It's not The Little Mermaid Junior. It's like, it has all these intense themes, and like you watch this show and then you go out afterwards and like, wow, how can I like help? How can I, and like, how can I help? And that's one of the things, but how can I like show myself out to the world, because you really like feel something when you watch this show.
This show is like, it was one of the first shows that I ever saw professionally done, and I watched that show and it was like, this is what I want to do. I feel like this is my place. I felt the whole show is about having a place where everybody belongs, and I was like, wow, I could do that. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
I think it impacts a lot of cast members who are part of these communities, like the LGBTQ+ community, and just brings a lot of representation for groups that don't commonly get represented in shows.
Yeah, this shows how people can really come together even in like their worst times.
It's a show about like being yourself and not really caring what people think. With certain audiences, it can like have way more of a personal connection than say like Newsies or Big Fish or something could have with an audience.
It deals with like sensitive topics, which like other people, it might just like touch other hearts.
All the characters just lay all their baggage out on the table. Like you see the good and the bad, and I think that that's really unique, because I think sometimes in some shows you just want to see like the good parts, the happy endings, and of course we have a happy ending in this show, but we also have a lot of moments that are serious and hard to deal with.
And these moments actually happen to people. It's not like a big Disney made-up show. Like these actually happen to people.
Yeah, this show means a lot to me because it taught me the lesson that love overpowers everything. Because there's a lot of conflict in the show. There are many conflicts, and yet the one true connector that unites everyone is love.
This is the first time I've ever gotten to play like a gay character on stage, and the first time I've actually gotten to be like the closest to myself and just be free and have fun with the character, and that's been really important and really fun for me.
I think this is a different show than NTPA because I just feel like there's a lot more love put into it and in it. I feel like the cast, there's like not really any like groups or like cliques that like you just mainly talk to. They're like everyone is just all together all the time.
All best friends, and I think I've never had a cast that is this close, and I think it's really amazing how Jason's brought us all together, and that's why I think he's like really unique as a director, because he knows how to like unite everyone.
I would love nothing more than to talk about Jason. I could probably talk about Jason for hours.
So can I go first?
No! I get to go first.
Okay, fine, go.
Yeah.
Do it.
Jason is one of the most incredible people I have ever met. I have never met someone who is so authentically themselves. He is so unapologetically Jason, and it's just like, he's like a beacon of just like light and hope and love.
This like world of art can be so like toxic and difficult, but like this is my first Jason show, and like Jason makes it so easy to like open up, and I feel like such a family connection with everyone in the cast. Like we start and end every rehearsal like admiring each other's presence and just like appreciating the fact that we're all here to create art together, and I think that helps so much to like open up and feel so vulnerable and feel so like bonded.
This is a really interesting question, because whenever I was talking, before the show kind of got going, I was talking to like other cast members that weren't already in the cast, and I was just saying like, Rent is such a unique show, and I think someone like Jason, like, it's something that it needs to get represented properly, and Jason, I think, has done an amazing job with that.
Yeah, it's really amazing to have Jason as a director, because some of the stuff that's happening has happened to him, or he's experiencing that. So the blocking that he's thinking through and all the choreographing he's doing, it's really coming from a deeper sense than like, this looks good.
Yeah, and it creates such a bigger importance and conveys such a bigger message when we're able to go deeper into our own experiences, and it really means a lot that, you know, Jason's just kind of putting his vision out there, and I think that's so amazing.
Yeah, I think what he has said has just added more depth and emotion into the actors and other people in the show, as they know someone now who has personal connection with this, and they have more of they gain themselves more of a personal connection with it, allowing them to see it in a whole new different light.
I feel Jason directing the show brought a lot of community into it and a lot of bonding with the cast. Everyone has to exit their character at the end of every rehearsal. He makes sure everyone's comfortable with everything before doing anything, and so it really makes this really intimate, tough to do show feel very inviting in a sense.
Yeah, that's kind of what I would say. Jason directing, he was just so perfect, because this show really does require being together as a community and always working together, and he really brings that to the table, and he's just so amazing making sure everyone's okay. And this is my first time doing a Jason show, and he's just completely doing amazing. I love him so much.
Okay, I think he is the perfect person to do this show because he is so unapologetically himself, like you said. Because you can't have somebody who's scared to try things do this show. It has to be somebody who's gonna go for it. It has to be somebody that follows the themes of the show through their personal life and just in general, because this show is so full of love, and because that's why Jason is the perfect person to direct it, because he is so full of love. Doing a show with Jason, it doesn't feel like you have a show and a director. It feels like you're doing a show with your friend.
He always, from the get-go, he made it be this is a safe space. If you mess up, if you want to talk about it, if you want to cry, or whatever, we are here to talk about it. We are here, everyone's safe. You don't need to feel embarrassed or anything to do the stuff that we're doing on stage.
The show centers around art and those kind of things, and the way that we're doing a blood drive, that's just, I've never been a part of a show that cares so much about what the substance of the show is and how it's going to affect our community, and I think it's just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Aiden. I think the whole show is about having community. The blood drive, for starters, that's an amazing opportunity, because that's a chance that, actors included, we can give back to the community in a way that is going to continue helping for lifetimes. And I think that giving the artists opportunities to display their art here is also an incredible opportunity, because that's providing a chance to be recognized, to give them the recognition that they deserve.
And that's such a big part of this show, people finding out how important it is that people know their name.
There's vulnerability in art, and the show itself is vulnerable, so to have other people that are going to be in our audience expressing their vulnerability back to us as performers, that creates just an amazing bond, and I think is going to be really cool for our show. I've never performed in a show like this.
Because that's what the show is all about. It's all about community and expressing yourself through just physicality and art and being who you are and expressing that to the world.